So as you can see, we aren't going to work today. And another thing you can see is there's chickens out in my garden again that are soaking wet. Have you been over here tearing up this stuff? No. I got all this mowed and grass put down. Doesn't look like they got to any of it. So obviously we're not going to work again today. It's just too much rain. But I did end up getting, look, these chickens. I did end up getting all this here mowed and then more stuff covered with grass clippings. But I will come out if it clears up some. I'm gonna move these chickens over and stop them from getting out anymore. Hopefully. I don't know why they keep getting out. You monsters. Look at them. You're wet. You guys could be all the way down there underneath a thing. But instead, you're out here playing games. Is it only you two? I think so. Silly chickens. Yeah, see, I'm setting them up to go here now. I think the problem is this isn't right somehow, and they're jumping out of here somehow. I just don't know how. Somehow they're getting out. I thought I had every little option, nook and cranny covered, but somehow they're getting out. Okay guys, I had to go in because of the rain, but it stopped and the sun's coming out a little bit. So I'm gonna go over there and try to extend that chicken run a little bit further to go down the aisle more, but I did get them moved. Everything's filling in, all the green. Nice. So let's go over there and get that done. So I just moved these chickens over to that pen, and that was only like 3 hours ago, maybe less than that, and I found eggs in there. So these are as fresh as they can get. I'm gonna take them in because they're dirty and the bloom will get all messed up on them when they're wet. We'll use these right away because they don't have a nesting box when they're inside these runs here. So let me go put these somewhere. Look guys, I see blue skies, and I also see a chicken that is not in the run. Now I think that might have been one that had gotten out already, and I didn't put it back in with the rest. Look, it's windy out here. I didn't put it back in with the rest over here, so I'm gonna pick this chicken up and I'm gonna put it back. Hey bud, out in the garden. What happens is they tear up my broccoli plants when they're out here. None of these other chickens got out. I finished moving them over today, earlier. They're all, oh my goodness, they like ate everything in this aisle down. I just put them in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try extending this all the way down to here. I'm gonna take all that off and do it all the way down to where over here we have potatoes in the ground. It's not raked out or anything, but we planted potatoes in the ground here. So let me start taking this apart, and I will start extending this down so they can rip this apart. Man, they're quick. Then I'm gonna go back over here, and then we're gonna start bending it all the way around back over there. So let's go. Come back out here probably for another 2 hours and check on these guys and see if they manage to escape this run that I have here. See if any of them. Orange chickens will try to get out first. If they can't get out, most of the other ones can't. I started turning this over. I gotta rake some of this debris out of here. I'm gonna turn this over all the way down to where they're finished. And then I turned all this over yesterday. I just chopped the top layer up and then dug a deeper trench, flipped it over and flipped that side over. Now you could say, I mean, this is half no-till because everything in the middle where the chickens were running, I don't till it. All I do is take this and throw it on top. And I got to tell you, doing it this way with the chickens, I don't know what it is. I've never seen so many worms in these aisles since we've been farming here. I flip over a thing of dirt and there are hundreds of worms. I think they're all coming from the grass and going into these aisles where the chicken manure is. That's just amazing. So we'll see what else I can get done, and then maybe we will end this video, not make it too long. Everything's coming in good. The strawberries are, everything's growing in nicely. Oh, and I didn't show you in the video, look at here. They managed to clear every tree off this mountainside. So what I'm imagining is that will maybe look a little bit like that over there. When we first moved here, nothing, that was all trees and another big mountainside over there. But I mean, you can't stop it. People want to move here. It's a really pretty area. I don't blame them. So I'm gonna go in. It's starting to rain. Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful morning out. We just had a week of rain just on and off when we got back. We weren't able to do anything since we got back from the eclipse. I am going out to mow on my own, but I had to check on the chickens because when I woke up, sorry it's a little windy, I woke up at like 7 o'clock this morning, look out the window, and half these chickens were out. I guess the wind blew this side down, so half these chickens were out running around. I didn't want them to destroy the garden. You guys seen the progress I was making in a before video. If you haven't seen any of the garden videos, you can jump back and go check out some of them if you're into that. But I'm getting ready to go. I'm solo on my own today. Oh, this chicken, I couldn't catch him. He was all the way over here. Let me put him back so he doesn't get eaten by a bird or a hawk. But I'm solo today. Rachel's not feeling 100%. So I told her I'd go do everything on my own today. So I'm gonna try to mow as many as I can. I'll take you guys along with me. Let me get this chicken. Come on, man. You usually don't run from me. Chasing a chicken before I go to work. Come here. Okay, let me.
I don't know. This was a way that we had to try to get rid of. We'll show you on the other tree. We had tent caterpillars. You see them all? Yeah.
Oh, you can see them. Go look.
Yeah, they're starting to run away. So these are tent caterpillars. They form this tent, they all go inside. The best time to do it is when it's raining because you know for sure they're inside, because if not, then you have to like go down the tree. But we do not want these guys to stay on our apple trees. It wouldn't kill it this year.
It's way too windy to spray.
Yeah. And we would just use like a neem or something like that. We're gonna still spray them anyway.
Okay guys, here's the first one. As you can see, tomorrow is actually 2 weeks on this. It put on a little bit of growth. Actually put on a pretty decent amount of growth, and it hasn't been fertilized yet this year. We're gonna fertilize this one today, but I'm gonna mow it and bag it first. Okay guys, here's the first one. It's actually looking really good for not even being fertilized yet this year. We mowed it once, and we're only gonna mow it 2 more times. Look, there's some crabgrass in there. We're only gonna mow it 2 more times, and then she's gonna start mowing it again, like she always has. We were just usually fertilizing this one. I'm gonna bag it only because I don't want to get grass everywhere. Normally we don't bag if we're doing it weekly, but we were supposed to be back in a week, but it's been 13 days, and as you see, it's not out of control. It's shorter than last time, and I haven't fertilized it yet. Now, okay, not too bad. Now I gotta go trim everything out, give it a little more detail, and it'll look perfect. And then I have one more on the next road to do. But I'm gonna do that with the Rachel 61. Maybe I'll get some shots. We'll see. Oh, I gotta fertilize this too, but let's go. Okay guys, I didn't get after me trimming that because a bunch of guys showed up to work on the fence. But I'm at the next one, which is on the next street. So all I'm doing is mowing this, and then we're gonna come back next week and put a pre-emergent down. With all the rain and stuff going on, I didn't have time. It's 30 minutes to ride down there to get all the fertilizer, but it's worth it because it's from the sod field. But let's get this one done and I'll show you after. Okay, number 2 done on my solo mission today. Got to treat this lawn. Now I cut that at 4 inches, but look at all the crabgrass from us getting so warm so early. Okay guys, I'm here. I have that yard to do down there. This yard to do. right here next to me, and then the yard across the street. And depending on how I feel, I might actually do that one over there. I mean, the one down the road too, just to get it knocked out. So here's this one. It did put on growth, but this is over 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and get it mowed. Well, guys, I finished these two. Mowed one down at the bottom here. But I forgot that I put my weed eater on the trailer, and I went to back up the big mower. I backed up and broke my weed eater. It doesn't work anymore. So now I'm out of a weed eater. Now I gotta go home and get my 94. Hope that starts. If not, I have the backup as the combi. I have an attachment that I've never used there. So let me go down here and mow the rest of that back one. Okay guys, before I finish this, that battery power mower got all this done, and I mowed it 3 times. I have to go get a new trimmer. Not new, but my trimmer, and then come back. Hopefully this rain ain't lasting too long. So I'm back with this. That was a mower that was given to us from a company a long time ago, and we stopped using it because it cuts the grass kind of low, but this grass can withstand being cut down to 3 inches, and this backyard doesn't grow. And I have to get that starter. I'm waiting on that for the big mower. But meanwhile, I'm cutting it down. This stuff was almost literally as tall as what that was right there, if not 3 times as tall as that. Probably like that backyard. I should have recorded it before. And that thing tore through it. My batteries ran out, but I went over this part 4 times at the top, maybe 3 times. And I had to go get a new weed eater anyway, or not a new one. I had to get my combi. I don't have a backup weed eater. I have this backup head, but eventually I need a new combi. I want to get a 111 or whatever, the 100. This is a 91, and I'm going to put the attachment on it. It works perfectly fine, just as good as a regular weed eater. So if that's the case, why buy a weed eater? Just buy another combi. I have all the attachments. This thing works nice, and I'll just go with that for now. But let me get down here and mow this, and then I got to trim it, and then I might do 2 more yards today, depending. I really don't have to, but I might. Second mow of the season. Not bad looking, right? That's the best this one's ever looked as far as lushness and greenness. Okay guys, there we go. I'm done for the day. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm out a couple hours longer than I would have liked to have been. I want to get back and do some more stuff on the farm. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. We had a couple mishaps today. That's what happens when you're in lawn care. Usually Rachel takes the big mower off and I grab my weed eater, but I didn't, and it broke because I ran it over. I run things over a lot. I think I ran over a combi. I ran over a backpack blower. Yeah, I'd be considered a bad employee. But I mean, considering probably need a new one anyway. But now I'm testing out the combi with the weed eater head on it, and I actually really like it. So if that's the case, I'm gonna get another combi. It's just a bigger one, because I do need one, and just use that attachment.